Are you ready for some cooking? With some seltzers. I'm gonna make today pieces of steak. I show you the stuff I eat. Pieces of steak with white rice with some butter. Fats are good. I don't care how many people is in the chat. I'm just gonna start cooking and you guys will see me. Rice, butter, steak, very simple. If you have any questions, by the way, I'm listening to some house music. Hopefully you like it. Cheers. So when you make rice and steak, you need a little bigger of a pot, I think it's called. I speak Spanish, so pardon me if I say things sometimes, you know. Anyways, the reason why you want a bigger pot is because you gotta put more water in it. You know, so the steak, the pieces of steak cook in there. But I'm gonna first boil the rice and then I'm gonna cook the steak. You first wanna cook the steak in the air fryer so it gets, you know, it gets sealed. I think that's how you say that. It gets sealed, you know, and then when you put it on the rice, it'll throw those awesome juices in it. And yeah, it's good stuff. I do this, by the way, eyeball, because you know I've been doing this for a while, but like I said, I'm just showing you things that I eat I'm 47, you know, I don't take no supplements, so I just show you the stuff I eat like today on a Sunday. One of the problems that I have, guys, is that I live alone and I usually eat every day after I've been drinking, so my willpower goes away. Hey, if you want to say hi, hi. Anyways, yeah, I gotta watch out how much rice and stuff I cook because I usually end up eating it all most of the times. You lose your willpower when you drink a little bit, right? So when you make white rice, usually the recipe, the general recipe is 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. You put it to boil, right? But remember, since we're gonna put the steak, we're gonna put a little more. Excuse me. Little more. So, on the meantime, I'm not gonna cook the steak right away because the steak is quick. The steak is quick. It's little pieces of steak, so it literally takes me like 8 minutes, okay? 8 minutes to to cook the steak. So what I want to do is have it like nice and fresh, and then I'll put it in the rice when it's starting to boil. You know what I mean? We've got a cleaner fryer here for you guys, eh? I wanted to say, if you replace fried foods for using this, you're gonna lose 20 pounds. I don't know how much overweight you are or whatever it is. The least fried stuff you eat the better. Air fryer, baby, always. By the way, you should always drink filtered water. How we doing, guys? Anybody? Hello? Cooking today. I'm cooking while I'm having some seltzers. 120 calories of beautiness right here. Fitness, nutrition, and fun. That's my goal, to show you guys how to be fit naturally. No supplements, no shit. If you don't like fitness and eating good and drinking, then you should just, stop watching this, because that's what I show people. I drink, I exercise, and I eat good food. I'm boiling some white rice right now, you guys, because I have the pieces of steak. By the way, I'm gonna show you the steak. I'm gonna eat all this today, and I don't care. By the way, I eat twice a day, every day. If you wanna copy a thing that'll work, maybe for you, everybody's different. I eat twice a day. I fast every day, okay? I eat once at noon and once like around 8, 9 at night. That works for me, and I'm always lean. So yeah, later on I'll be cooking this, you guys. Mix it with the rice, put some butter on there. By the way, I gotta pull out the butter. My favorite fat right here, butter. Better than any oil for me, I just love it. My baby. By the way, salted butter. Don't get it twisted. Se me olvidó echarle un poquito de sal. Un poquito de sal al arroz. Este polvo es legal. Little bit of spiciness, cayenne. This is what's coming. Salud. $120 calories. Okay, so now that I have a lot of water boiling with the rice, I put the spices and whatever, I'm gonna cook the meat. That's like 8 minutes. And then I'm gonna throw it all in there, mix it up, and then let it simmer or whatever you call it. Hey, I'm gonna use only one seasoning here. Only one. You're gonna make fun because you've seen videos about it. It's called Goya. Goya. I'm gonna rub the air fryer with a little bit of olive oil. By the way, I'm straight. I don't bullshit. You should not use the green label on olive oil when you're frying stuff. Never. This is for salads only. Look for the red label one. I'm gonna cheat this time. I'm not gonna get into explaining why, but this is not for frying. This is for salads. I don't give a shit today. I'm gonna wash my hands, you know. I'm gonna grab the meat and season it with the Goya. The rice is waiting. This is easy stuff, you guys. The rice has butter in it. So the butter, every time you eat carbs with fats, it helps to not get a spike in the sugar in your blood. You understand? I hope you can hear the music. It's pretty good, I think. If you like electronic music, if you don't, sorry. Be here for the food. Okay, so I've got the pieces of steak here. I'm gonna have one of these a little bit because it's a little, you know. Okay. This stuff, you guys, is good, but you gotta watch out. This powder is like pure cocaine from Colombia. Ha, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out when you pour because a lot can come out fast. You know what I mean? You don't want that. Hey, and by the way, people can talk shit about products. Let me show you something about this product here. So I have a fitness channel, right, in Spanish. I decided to do it in English because really in YouTube here in the United States, I'm in like the Northwest, you know, and I don't get much of Spanish speakers. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it in English. Anyways, this thing called Goya, if you look at the ingredients, you guys, the least ingredients, the better. Okay, you hear me on that? This is no bullshit here. Okay? I'm gonna remind you something, you guys. All of you guys, I'm a contractor. I go to the gas station every day. Please watch the back of a burger. Watch the back of any sandwich at a gas station, you guys. And you'll see over 50 ingredients. Isn't that fucking crazy? Okay. That's why I always tell my clients, save your life. Eat at home, cook at home. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing. I stir it up. Make sure all of it is getting it. You know what? I forgot to put the olive oil, but to be honest with you though, it doesn't really need to. It's even better. The meat has its own fat, you know what I mean? You make sure all of the pieces get its own share. Okay. The last thing I do here, which is pretty easy, you shake it up. You know why? because you want it evenly. You want it evenly. Okay. And then you gotta do the last sprinkle. Very little. Because that way you make sure it's in all of the little pieces of steak. There we go. Hey, and you guys, if you're watching the recipe here, what I did with the rice is not boiling anymore. It's just waiting. It's waiting for the steak, okay? You first gotta cook the steak and then put it in there. You could put the steak right away, but it's not the same. You want real flavor? Remember, the rice has butter. I'm gonna put a little bit of oregano also once I put the meat, okay? I'm gonna wash my hands again. I'm gonna put the pieces of steak 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna be shaking them as they go, because that's how you gotta cook on an air fryer, guys. You cannot just put the thing and sit down and watch TV. You gotta be shaking it, because if you leave it in the same spot, the air flows the same way. So it's gonna be cooking on one side more than the other. So you wanna be shaking it every 2 to 3 minutes, okay? $390 calories, the temperature of the air fryer, 390. I'm gonna wash my hands again from the steak. Hey, so the rice is cooking, right? Okay? The rice is cooking in the sense of it's being cooked. The water is going down, but it's not going too fast. The reason is, again, I'm gonna put the steak then, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more water, mix it all up, and then put it on high heat till it starts boiling again, and then put it on low, and then put the top, and that's the end of it. Salud. Meal preps. Hey, where you guys at? I'm in Minneapolis. Would you tell me where you guys are located at while I cook for you? See, I was not paying attention, and the steak stuck a little bit, see, because I didn't do the thing. But it's okay, I got the spoon and I got it on time. I can see the rice needs more water. So the thing with rice, because I'm Latino, I know about rice. If you're doing something to rice, you gotta keep it going. Now I'm gonna put it on flame so it starts burning while the steak is being cooked. So when the rice takes the steak, it's on that stage again where it starts simmering down and then being cooked all through. Hey, by the way, for a Spanish speaker, it's not bad, huh? English, huh? My second language. Salud! Wanna mix the rice, of course. Hey, this is for like 2 people, okay? Like I said, every time I'm having cocktails, I go over. So I already know, but that's okay. Because I was fasting all day today. I ate at around 12:30, and then now I'm eating again. '47. How the body works. Pretty easy though. I have a lot of fun. Easy to cook recipes for you to eat at home rather than being eating out there. I'd rather eat this than going to McDonald's, for example. Like, you know, you're drinking, you get the munchies, you know, you're smoking, whatever. Eat at home, man. You know, it's pretty easy to do. I've been cooking for myself for like 25 years, and I've learned, you know, if you like fitness and all that shit, I learned how to make quick stuff that is really good. The steak is getting there, you guys. Put it in the, you hear that? It's gonna be 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna put it with the rice, mix it up, put the fire down. Excuse me. Remember, this is cooking with a little bit of seltzers and stuff, so. Have you ever heard of Goya? No, you haven't, right? Well, don't try it, because if you try, you'll never be able to stop doing it. On the steak that is in the pieces there, you don't want them to be cooked too, you know, you want them like medium rare, okay? And I think it's ready, you guys. So I've got the little pieces of steak here. And by the way, when you pour this on the rice, if there's a little bit of fat, don't worry about it. That's the good shit. You know what I'm saying? So after I put that in the air fryer, I'm gonna put it to boil and then simmer it down. And we're gonna have the perfect rice, butter, and steak. Remember, this has paprika and some other spices, so it's gonna be a little spicy and nice. See the juices? Hey, and that's it. It's just a waiting game from there. By the way, I know this is stupid, right? But you want the little holes to be on the place where the steam comes out, because you really want it to cook and at the same time throw the vapes, not the vapes, but the vapors. You understand? Just an old guy like me showing you recipes on how to eat, stay healthy and fit forever. 47, you guys, going on 48. Natural, 100%. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna smack around because I'm drinking my things, right? Do you know how you can tell when somebody does PEDs? The veins, man, the veins, you guys. Honestly, think about it. You see the veins, they look like hoses from like a garden. That's not natural. And most of people are like, not gonna get into it too much, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna show you how it's looking, you guys. I just gotta show you, and then I'm gonna leave it running, okay? That's it. I'm gonna wait for it to be ready. That's it. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Hey, and by the way, talking about fasting and things like that, I always suggest you fast, right? I'm gonna be eating tomorrow at around noon. It's 9:37. I'm gonna go to bed like at 11. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna be eating again, and that's just to tell you how I do it. It doesn't have to be you, but I'm just telling you how I do it. I fast in the mornings to cleanse myself from the bad stuff I do at night. Pretty much. That's how that works. I think it's worked out for me pretty good. Hey, how you doing? We're just cooking here, you guys. You just got in the chat. We're just cooking here. No worries. Everything is okay. $120 calories. Have you heard of this brand? Have you ever heard of this seltzer? 120 calories. Sour. This is sour. Sour seltzer. Pretty good stuff. Anyways, for the 4 of you that are here, we're cooking some rice with butter and pieces of steak. I'm not gonna tell you the whole process, but it's almost ready. We're waiting on it. Are you ready to eat? Virtually? ¿A qué hora cenas tú? At what time do you have dinner? I have dinner usually around this time. I'm a little behind today, I'm not gonna lie to you. Rice with butter and pieces of steak, baby, for muscle mass. That's right. Learn how to eat at home, you guys. Listen from an old veteran, 47. Boom. No supplement, nothing. Only good food, man. I think we've got like, I would say 10 more minutes for me to show you the final product. Hey? Hey, and the reason why I'm eating that way is because I didn't have too much stuff in my house, and you don't really need too much, man. The simpler, the better. Listen to that. Every time I do these videos is to show you the stuff I cook, right? And I'm gonna tell you a few things about my philosophy. 3 poisons that you eat every day. You just gotta realize that. That's all you gotta do. That's why I'm gonna be fit for the rest of my life. 60, 70, I'm gonna be killing it. Okay, you wanna know the 3 poisons? Everybody's talking about a fitness plan. Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, the macros, the micros, the... Hey, it's simple, you guys. If you're listening to me right now, that's what I always watch when I'm gonna eat anywhere. Flour, you hear that? It doesn't matter what flour you eat. So I'm sorry, it's the pastas and all of that shit, but you pick your poisons, right? You do it every now and then, okay? And then sugar, and then oils. Okay, oils. That's it. Fried stuff's not good for you at all. At all. People stop watching because they get mad when I say the truth. Like, fuck that. I ain't gonna quit that. Well, hey, this is for the ones that are ready. You know what I mean? In the sense of, you know when you're ready. It's all I'm saying. Like, I'm willing to quit this in order to get that. If you're not willing to do that, you know, you're gonna just be like, fuck that guy and, you know, stop watching me. But I tell you the easiest way to get to the root. You know what I mean? The easiest way to get to the root of being in a good physical shape, always. See, like, I'm older, guys. Like, I'm going to 50. I've gone through so much shit of the nutrition, you know, the pyramid of food, all of the facts and diets from the 90s, 2000s, you know. And I tell you what, it's simple. The simpler you get it, the easier it gets. That's how I see it. 3 poisons. That's it. Every time I'm gonna eat them, I know I'm gonna eat them, but I'm thinking about it, okay? I'm gonna say it one more time, you guys, because that's how I stay fit all year round without doing diets, okay? Okay? Let me look at my rice with steak. It's looking great. And you know what's cool about when you cook with butter? That smell is so freaking good. But anyways, guys, it's pretty easy, you know, like, hey, flour, butter, and sugar. Those are the three poisons. That's it. Every time you're gonna eat, just watch out how much you eat it. Again, um, look, for example, I got discipline, right? But in a weird way, you guys. I drink, but I also don't do other things. So I pick my poison. It's what I'm trying to tell you in the sense of like, you can't eat cake and drink and do chocolate. You can't do all of it at the same time. No, you pick your poisons, you know, and that's what I do. I pick my poison. This is mine. Salud! Look how this is coming. It's coming along, okay? And you wanna come eat with me? There's way too much food there. Comiendo para crecer. Looking good. Hello, Moto. Hello, Moto. Do you remember that? Hello, Moto. You ready for the food? Soon. Soon. Tengo hambre. I'm hungry. Northeast, baby. Northeast. No, I'm sorry. Midwest. I meant, I mean Northeast, but I meant Midwest. Minnesota, baby. Minnesota and Wisconsin. Damn it. Hey, I think it's time to pump it up a little bit, right? I was having like a little bit of seltzers. I'm gonna have one more scotch before I have my meal, okay? Are you listening to that? Boom! Hey, just one, you guys like sipping it, right? Not crazy. I work tomorrow, you know? That's the thing. You gotta do the poison, but take it easy. Ice, boom. Here's the bad boy. I've had this since Friday. I've just been sipping Friday, Saturday. That's not bad, right? Look at this little baby. Anyways, we can still be fit and drink, right? There we go. Hey, so what you do with this, you don't sip it right away. You let it sit for like 3-4 minutes so the ice melts. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Not only that, I'm gonna have it with my cigar. My cigar and that is gonna be great, you guys. And that's the last part of the video I'm doing today. The rice is gonna be cooked. I'm gonna drink my little bit of scotch with you guys. Listening to some good old, you wanna, if you like electronic music, the name of this guy is, give me 1 second, let me think about it. Jesus, I can't remember. But hey, let me give you an example of electronic music. Follow a guy named Hernan Cattaneo. And he has a podcast that has been going for, I don't know, 15 years. And that guy is like a legend. Anything he plays in the podcast, you listen. If you like a DJ, follow and all of that. Electronic music is such a world. And you know what's the cool thing about electronic music? It's not dead at all. Minimal, techno, melodic, you name it. Cheers, you guys. I'm just gonna have this one, remember. Just one, because I'm cooking, almost ready. Not gonna sip it right now. 2 more minutes. gonna leave it open for a minute just because I want it to evaporate quicker. It's almost ready though. Remember though, when you cook with butter, the rice consistency is gonna be a little bit different. But hey, buttery rice, are you kidding me? It's so freaking good. Is it 2 minutes yet? Johnny Walker Black. How many calories is this, you guys? I don't know, but it's lovely. You gotta sip these things, man. You can't go crazy on Johnny Walker Black. This shit will screw you up. It's cold in here. You see this? You see the cold coming out of my nose? It's like freezing in here. I'm in Minnesota, guys. Look how cold it is. It's freaking cold. Thank God I'm having my scotch. The food is almost ready, by the way. Rice with steak, butter, and a bunch of spices, you guys. It's coming along, it's coming along. Cheers. What are you drinking tonight? Nothing? Are you a Mormon? What is your religion? I am a Catholic. Sips, sips, sips. Hey, how's it going, guys? You guys new here? We're about to eat. You ready to eat? It's very cold in my apartment, but other than that, we're almost about to eat some warm food. That's why you see it's like cold coming out of my mouth. But the reason is because it's cold in here. We're in Minnesota. We had a snow little thing in the middle of summer. But we're about to eat some rice with pieces of steak with a bunch of not seasonings, but spices. The best way to cook is with spices. Stop doing the little packages that come with all of this pre-made stuff. I'm just bullshitting because I had Goya myself. On the steak though, I'm gonna show you. Hey, one little trick that people don't know. I'm gonna show you this. In the US, people don't know how to cook rice, which is pretty funny. So what you do is, when you're boiling the rice and it's simmering down, put your ear there. You gotta hear the water. If there's no water, it's not gonna make no noise, it's done. If you hear it going, triku, 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 it's still going. So, you know, that's how you do it, man. It's pretty easy. See, there's still some of that going there. A little bit. It's like barely like click, 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 click. But that's the way you do it. To cook good rice, you know. There's nothing more impressive than an American that can cook good rice. Have you ever heard of that? Seriously. I'm sorry, but it's true. Hey, and not only that, healthy rice too. People fry rice like they put oil on the bottom. I don't do that. Excuse me 1 second. We're almost ready with the food, you guys. Almost. See, what I'm doing is I put my ear, right? And if I hear bubbles, it's still gone. So I gotta wait, you know. Low heat though. Be right back. BRB. ¿Cómo se hace? How do you do it? The thing that everybody wants. You want to be fit forever. You want to look good forever, right? And stay healthy forever. You don't have to be perfect, but you know, I show you the dark side of fitness, baby. You know? I don't do drugs, you guys, though. That's the one thing. You can't do drugs. If you do drugs, it's not sustainable at all. I don't care what you say. I don't care the drug you say, I don't care. No drugs. Nothing. Nada. Ni poquito. Nada. Hey, this music, you guys, Jesus. The devil. Ahí está el resultado, miren. ¿Ok? Ese es arroz con carne, especias y mantequilla. ¿Ok? ¿Qué pasa? Eso yo tengo que ser paciente como un bebé. Y pues lo voy a dejar ahí unos 30 minutos con la tapa destapado. Why am I speaking Spanish? Well, you don't know. This is a crazy channel right here, you guys. Anyways, leave it unopened. Leave it without a top for like 30, 40 minutes. And then serve, and then you can save it for later and all of that. Don't wait. Don't let it to be too hot when you put it in the fridge. Johnny Walker Black with ice. No more calories than that. Cheers. Talk to me. I'm about to eat in a little bit. Vamos para el lado dark. Acá, ponemos un play aquí. These baras booms. Cambié el mix, ya el otro estaba un poquito, ¿cómo es que dicen los argentinos? Hartante. ¡Salud! Limpiecito, ¿lo ves? Air fryer steak with rice and spices and cocktails. That's the title of the live, right? Okay. So you know what you're here for. Okay. Mangiare. That's it for tonight, you guys. Thanks for being here. Have a good night.